Well, here we are. Going to do a little review here. Try to make it quick. It's a PECHAM, P-E-C-H-A-M. Okay, and actually I'll pull up right here the whatchamacallit, the actual, here we go, the model. PECHAM. I don't know if I'm saying it right. 3.5 millimeter jack gaming headset for Xbox One, PS4, PC with mic, gaming headphone for cell phone, laptop, computer. Okay. Well, here's the thing. It came in this box. The box is a little beat up, but the box is not what's we need to function. So all it came with was the headphones that are on my head right now. And it came with a little additional jack, and that little additional jack, I'm not going to show it to you right now because I have to pull it out of the back of the computer, but it came with a pretty long wire. It's not wireless. The cost was only $23 as of the time I'm buying it. Okay, it has this little volume on here, so you can crank it. Sorry, I'm eating my breakfast at the same time. So there's a little power on, power off, and so when you kill the power off, the microphone goes off. Okay, so when I put it back on, I should be back on. Now, even when I flip this up, the microphone's still on. So, with my other headsets, the Logitech, they were originally they're actually wireless, but they're plugged in at the moment. These are, I'll pull it up here, and this is the reason why I'm comparing, but these are called the Logitech G933 Artemis Spectrum Wireless. These were, when I got them, about 200, maybe 150, in that ballpark. They are the best headphones I've ever had, and when you pop down the mic on these, that activates it, and then when you close it, oh, see, look, that mic even popped on, so you should hear me through this one as well. But the reason I say that is, if you can see these meters here, I have down here, this is this mic, and the top one is this one. Anyway, point is, I love these headphones, but they're definitely more pricey. They were in the 150 to 200 range. They might be about $100 now because they're kind of old. They have a bunch of different buttons on them. I don't use all of them, but one of them is just to mute the mic, and one of them, the volume is on the back of the headphones, so you just reach back here and hit your volume. You're not attached to a cord like this. The cushions are very nice. I have two of these actually I bought. The only problem I've had with one is this has gotten a little weak on the other pair, but they're much older. And the only problem with these headphones that ever was is that, oh, see, this microphone's still picking up, is that they're nice and snug, but if you were to like flip your head back, they might come off. There you go. See how they kind of come off, but I mean, they're not squeezing your head like headphones that I've had before that just crunch your head, and if you wear them for, long periods of time, 8 hours, they hurt really bad, your ears. But not these. These are like the best headphones I've ever had. I would definitely recommend these. Now on to the other ones. In comparison, right off the bat, actually on these, I want to say the other thing is the microphone is not, like, the microphone gain isn't incredibly loud. It's not, it's not going to compare to if you had like a nice real condenser microphone, if you're like a serious gamer or something. But this microphone is lower. The gain is lower. I had to, and if I pull this back over here, I had to go into the audio here. The audio, I believe it was the input capture, and I had to go to the properties and add. You're not really going to be able to see it on the side of the thing, but anyway, point is, I had to gain it up, and I gained it up 24 dB, in order for this meter to be even coming up to the yellow here. Otherwise the gain was really low. Okay, so what's the other thing about them? The comfort, I didn't wear them for 8 hours or anything yet. They seem pretty comfortable. They don't have the same foam that these have. These have like a nice foam in them, and they're just super comfortable. These have the rubbery type foam. I don't know how to describe it. You see the inside. They're not, I mean, they feel cheaper and more plasticky. I mean, obviously these are plastic too, but no, I don't know. They feel lighter and smaller. They feel a little, I feel like they feel lighter. Not by much. They definitely feel a little smaller. These really just like cup your ears and sit around your ears, and you don't even really, almost don't even feel like they're there. They're not pushing on your ears at all. These are not really either. They're nice and comfy, but they just feel like a tighter fit around your ears. They don't feel as roomy, as spacious. It feels like if you had these on for many hours, they could probably start to annoy and like maybe start hurting your ears, but I don't know. I haven't tested them that long. So anyway, that's about the mic. That's about the comfort, the fit, the feel. For $22, you're not really, I'm not comparing apples to apples here. I'm not comparing the same thing. So given that, obviously, but we're trying to see what we got here for the $23 rather. Okay, now the most important thing is onto the sound. Now the sound, I just want to say the sound on these other ones I have are just absolutely amazing. Just amazing sound. I feel like it's the best sound I've ever heard in headphones. I don't care about Dr. Dre beats. I've had some other headphones like Audio Technica. I forgot the exact brand. I'd have to look it up, but those are really nice headphones. They were up there in the 150 range too, the same price as these. They were not wireless. They were more for like studio monitoring, for doing music. Those are great headphones too. They don't have all the features. The reason why I would say these are better is because these sound just as good, if not better, than those that I'm speaking of, and they also have the microphone, and they also have the more comfortable cushion, and they also are pretty and light up, and they also are wireless, and they also have these buttons on the back where you can actually flip different EQs. You can turn these on and off. You can go wireless or not. You have the wireless piece in here that's a USB piece that plugs in. So anyway, it's more than, you're getting more for the same price when you get these. Okay, so these, like I said, these can be wireless or they plug in with the USB, and once you plug in with the USB, you're already connected with everything. These, on the other hand, the ones that I'm wearing, you have to have, it comes with a little splitter jack, so you have at the end of this, actually, you know what, I'm going to show you, because now that I know these headphones work, I'm just going to pop these headphones on. And we should be all connected, and I'm going to just unplug this from the back of my computer. Close it. Oh, see, it just hit, but it's not off. When I tried to close it, I literally have to shut it off. But I'm going to unplug it, and I'm going to show you. It comes with this, and it's just a 1/8" jack that goes into your audio output of your computer. I first had this plugged into, in the speakers that I have, the computer speakers, they actually have a headphone jack on them, and I had it plugged into there. I don't know if you can actually see them, what I'm talking about, but I plugged these headphones into here, and that actually worked. But the problem with that is that it was only the headphones, it wasn't the microphone. So you have to attach this part here, and then you get a splitter which has a red and a green. The green, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. The green is for the audio output. Well, wrong one. Green is for the audio output, so you can hear, and the red is for the microphone input, so you can talk. So, what I was gonna say about the sound quality, you're obviously not gonna be able to hear it. Whoa! See, look at this. What is happening here? Check, check. We're clipping. I don't know what's going on with my meter. I can only imagine what this sounds like on your end. But I see this red popping over here. Okay, so I don't know. I'm going to actually just plug this back in. It's going to take me a minute to crouch down behind my computer, because I'm actually going to give these a fair chance. I'm going to try them with gaming for the sound quality and stuff, but I already heard the sound quality. It's not horrible. Where's my flashlight? I'm going to be right back, and I'll just talk as I'm saying this, but I'm going to plug this back in. I don't know why this... Maybe it's indicating to me that... Or what's happened is it's gone to my webcam. I don't even know what's going on right now with the audio. But anyway, this... Okay, what I was going to say is the audio quality on these is... I'm going to plug this back into the red and plug this back into the green. And... Whoa. So those buttons are still going nuts down there. The meter's still going nuts down there. It's peaking. So I'm going to pull this volume down. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it picked up on my webcam now. Like maybe the microphone just shifted or something. Probably was making awful noise. I don't know what that red thing was. Okay, so these are back in action. But I'm going to turn them off. I'm just going to tell you about the sound quality. The sound quality is it's okay. It's not really great. It's not really bad. The mids that I heard, the mid range was a little too harsh and maybe a little distorting in the low mids, a little crackling when I cranked it way up. But honestly, I would have to give it a really good listen. With I'm gonna try right here and see if I play something. Play my friend's song. And I'm not getting anything, so maybe this... Oh, here we go. We're in here. I'm gonna shut these.
Yeah, I wanna know where it goes. Nobody knows where it goes. There's a tall, dark stranger walking along.
Okay, something's happened. Check, check. Okay, well, something's happened where I plug these back in and they don't seem to be registering. So I'm back on these headphones. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see, and right there is the convenience issue. I've had issues with these, like not detecting sometimes with the USB, but all of a sudden I'm getting these red. Yeah, see, it's a matter of convenience, but audio input capture. Maybe we're doubling. This is picking up this mic into the input. I don't even know. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill. See, this is an experiment for me too. I really don't know. I've never had multiple headphones hooked up through OBS at the same time. So if I were to audio capture input, I'm just gonna mute this. Check, check, check. Okay, so where are these headphones then? Check, 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 check. They're not on anymore, so we've lost them. I thought they were on this channel. Let me mute this microphone. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check. Okay, so we're back on with this one now. Check, check. Wow. No, it's not working. Alright, I don't know what's going on. So I'm just wasting time now, but okay, I just want to get to the point of it. The headphones are okay. You know what? They're not bad for our $23. Not bad at all. when you're comparing them to headphones that are $150 to $200, what do you expect? You get what you pay for, and that's pretty much it. The only thing that's free in life is salvation, and that's through Jesus, and that's free. Everything else costs something. There might be a few things that are free here and there without any strings attached, but I mean the only one that really actually matters would be salvation. Anyway, that's it. You get what you pay for. These are not bad at all, actually. I would say for if all you have is $23 to spend on headphones, I would go for it. Like I said, I had issues. I don't know how I'm setting up these microphones. There's so many inputs here. I have a webcam here. This is my fault. I should know this, but I've never actually hooked up 2 headphones and a webcam and everything, and I've never had to do this multiple sources like this, but I just wanted to be able to do this review. And so I mean, as far as the sound, there's no EQ on this. I don't like that you can't really, but maybe you can go into your computer and EQ it somehow. There's no EQ on it. So basically I would just say it's a little mid-rangey. I mean, normally with the way I like to listen to audio is I like a little bit in the bass, and then I like in the treble, and I don't know what I'm doing left and right because it's not really, but I'm just looking at a spectrum. If you're looking at an EQ, the bass, and then a little dip in the mids, especially like the low mids around like the 500, and the 1K in that area is where our ears are very like sensitive. So if things are blasting in those frequency ranges, they can hurt your ears. So aside from that, and then a little clarity in the treble, that's how I like to listen to the equalization spectrum. But with these, it's not bad. Like, really, I just want to keep saying that. I expected it to be worse than it is. It's actually not bad. It's definitely tolerable, and if I were to, if that were my budget that I would have, I would definitely go for it. This, I was just sampling from Hitwave Music on YouTube, Hitwave Music, and I was putting on some songs so I could see so I can listen to it and crank it up. And I'm going to do that just for a moment here, just so I can get a one last test of it. Alright, so now I don't hear anything in the headphones, so something's weird. Now I'm not getting anything through the headphones. Oh, the reason why is I have the wrong headphones on. These are actually giving me sound. And it's because the way I have it set up. But let me just listen. I'm going to put this here. So you still have my mic picking up from here. Hopefully without too much noise. I'm going to put these on. Oh, see, when I move these, or tap or move them, I don't know. Let me turn this off. It's off. The microphone's off. Audio sounds pretty good. The headphones are not as comfortable. Not at all. I definitely felt the difference when I went from these to these. They feel... I want you to be able to hear what I'm saying. When I switched from these to these, immediately I felt like a stiffness. It wasn't as pleasant or as comfortable as having these on. So immediately, the comfort is nothing compared to these. But if you haven't used these, then you don't have anything really amazing to compare it to. So it's not bad. But let me give it a little listen more, because the first thing I noticed immediately was the comparison between how comfortable these were and how, when I switched them, they were not as comfortable. But they're not uncomfortable. I'm really trying to stress this. Okay. It's not... I'm going to crank it up really loud for a moment here. I'm really going to give it a fair shot. Oh, mind you, one thing. I've listened to this song, this particular song, because this is my song. I've listened to this on several different, I mean, countless, well, I don't know about countless, but like I've listened to it in the car radio, I've listened to it on these headphones, I've listened to it on my computer speakers, I've listened to it in my friend's car, you know, like I've listened to it, so I know what it sounds like in different scenarios. So when I listen to it here, I'm judging it, you know, in relation to those things. I'm going to crank it now and give it a chance here. Hit my Samsung headphones. Close these. Okay. I have no problem. I have no problem with the sound of that. No problem with the sound of that. It sounds really good, actually. So now there's other stuff that is a little more harsh, like one of my other channels here has where is it? One of my other channels here, there it is, has audio narrative Bible stories, and if you listen to it, it's a little harsher on the recording of it. Here, let's see down here.
Shalom.
Oh,
My
see
name is
that right
Or,
there?
which is the Hebrew word for light.
Very
if you already knew this, you must have
mid-rangey
special interest in the
and
Hebrew Bible.
ear
But if
piercing,
you've never heard the
even
word
just in the
Or
ad, in
before,
the speaking.
let this be one of the first Hebrew words you learn with us at the Israel Institute.
I wish there was a
of
way
Biblical
to
Studies.
equalize these.
I am a teacher of Biblical Hebrew, and I...
The first book of Samuel, otherwise called the first book of the Kings. Chapter 17. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shoko, which belongeth to Judah, and pitched between Shoko and Azekah.
Okay, so it's a little boomy. Right. Final conclusion is it's a little boomy in the mids. So, I mean, if there's a way that, if you can deal with that, that's fine. My ears are a little sensitive. They've been damaged a lot from music, but it's not awful, and it's not, I mean, you might have to just adjust to it, but for me, it's a little too much in the range of, like, I want to say somewhere in the 200 hertz to 1K, somewhere in that range of dip, maybe specifically like the 500. But all I would do is just dip that down a little bit on an EQ, just to like take out a little bit of that annoying mid-range in those headphones. The song sounded fine, actually. I had no complaints with the song. It was just the speaking and the narration when that ad came on, and when this narration came on. It was just a little bit harsh, but I also at the same time had it cranked all the way up, which is not very loud. It's not like you don't put these on and they're not booming loud. Sorry, those headphones. So anyway, that's it. I think that's all I really have to say about it. I mean, for the price, sure. I mean, it doesn't hurt for me to have a backup headset right there like that. I might just give it to somebody, but it does not hurt at all to have that, especially if you were, like, let's say you were a musician with a home studio, and sometimes you're going to have, 3 people come in, and record music or something, and you need to have like multiple headphones for some reason or other, or whatever. Maybe you're gaming with people next to you and you need extra headphones for any reason, or you're just like you're riding the bus and you want headphones to put on and cover out. I mean, there's no noise cancellation in these or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? They're headphones you could use anywhere, plug into your phone or whatever. It's cool that they have a mic on them. They're not wireless, they're not the most comfortable, they don't sound the greatest, but they don't sound bad. And that would be my final review on this. And I think we've taken this way long and way too far and spent long enough, and I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So just subscribe to me and all my channels. You can find them somewhere. Yeah, and find them in the description or at the end screen I'll put, or somewhere or something or some way or somehow. But you can also go to tactimes.com, TACTIMES.com, and you'll find all my weird stuff there, a little more controversial stuff, and then there you can dive into the deep hole of the abyss of information. All right, guys, peace.